الحمد لله نحمده ونشكره ونستعينه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وبعد فأيها الإخوة أحييكم بتحيتكم المباركة تحية أهل الجنة قائلا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Having thanked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we glorify Him, we seek from Him to shower His countless blessing on our Amin Abu Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the son of Amina, Al-Amin Muhammad bin Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. I always feel like appreciating people coming together for this kind of a gathering. And I feel like appreciating it because at this period, people are no more appreciating coming together to seek for knowledge of Al-Islam or to do anything that will make them more self-centered for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or to Allah. They prefer to enjoy themselves, they prefer entertainment than coming together like this to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when I have an opportunity of meeting people like this, I used to be joyous. And I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make this to be more in our life. There is no doubt that our Messenger of Allah is reported to have said that coming together like this, learning Quran or learning the explanation or understanding of Quran like this, Allah will descend on us His tranquility, His mercy, and He will be remembering us within the people around Him. And at the end, Allah will declare on us entering of paradise. We pray that Allah make that easy. Tonight, we want to look into the life history of one of our scholars. Not an ordinary scholar, but a man that Allah had one way or the other chosen to safeguard the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And as Imam Bukhary will say that al-Islam huwa sunnah wa sunnah hiya al-Islam. That Islam is sunnah and sunnah is Islam. In other words, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen this man to safeguard Islam. Allah has used this man to protect his deen. That is why unanimously scholars of the past, even the present scholars, have agreed that the next book after the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Al-Quran, is Sahih Jami' al-Imam al-Bukhary. It is uncontestable, except by the fusaq wal munafiqun. My brothers and sisters, tonight we want to learn or to have a glimpse about or into the life of an Imam Muhammad bin Ismail al-Bukhary. But before we venture into that, issue of history like this is not something we can de-emphasize from the virtue of Islam. Even it's one of those things that Quran come to emphasize. That is why in the Quran you will find a chapter named Surah Al-Qasas, the chapter of history, the chapter that talks about history. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say that Nanu nuqassis alayk, that oh Muhammad, we are telling you histories or stories. At the same time, you will find in the Quran a complete chapter that from the beginning of the chapter to the end of the chapter, Allah discusses nothing but history or story. That is Surah to Yusuf. Surah to Yusuf is all about nothing but what? Story. From the beginning of Yusuf to the end, everything is about story about Yusuf and his family. Some people, under the pretense, they claim that Surah to Yusuf could not be part of the Quran. That how will Allah will become an historian that will now be talking about story of a person? It's because Shaitan has gotten them. Min al-ulum, one of the branches of knowledge that Islam, or we say Quran, brings or brought about is history. And it is through history that people can be able to retrace their feet, even to retrace their life, even to retrace their lost glory. والرسول يقول أو كما قاله العلم الحكمة الكلمة الحكمة ضالة المؤمن فحيث وجدها فهو حق بها. The knowledge or the word of wisdom is the property of the Muslims. Wherever it is being found, it must be what? It must be taken. It has to be taken. Part of where knowledge could be tackled or tapped is from history. That is why the messenger himself would always retreat and lay emphasis on the history of the people before himself and before the companions and before this generation. If history is lost, people will come up to say anything because there is no history to be traced, there is no history to be followed. That is why somebody will say that Imam Bukhary did not understand Arabic language. But alhamdulillah, there is history for us to trace, and history has made us realize that that person is either he himself is celebrating his ignorance, or is deliberately condemning the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Back to the discussion. Let us learn more about the name, lineage, and the birth of Imam al-Bukhari. Imam, according to Sheikh Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani and other scholars, they all agree that the name of Imam Bukhari is Abu Abdullah Muhammad bin Ismail. Abu Abdullah Muhammad bin Ismail bin Ibrahim bin Mughira bin Bardazbah بن بردزبة أو بردزبة. أبو عبد الله محمد بن إسماعيل بن إبراهيم بن مغيرة بن بردزبة. His actual name is Muhammad. His kunya, that could be translated as his alias, is Abu Abdullah. It is the sunnah of the companions that virtually all of them were known with their kunya. Kunya means Abu Dash or Ummu Dash. The kunya of Rasul is Abul Qasim. That of Abdullah bin Abi Quhafa, Abdullah bin Uthman Abi Quhafa. The father's name of Abu Bakr is Uthman. The real name of Abu Bakr is Abdullah. His own kunya is Abu Bakr. That of Umar is Abu Hafs. That of Aisha is Abdullah. Virtually all companions, even the young, the little boys and little girls among them, they have theirs. And that has been the sunnah of our Salafus Salih. We meet them, they are with their names, or they were with their names and their kunya. So the kunya of Imam is Abi Abdullah. His real name is Muhammad. His father's name is Ismail. Ismail is the son to Ibrahim. Ibrahim is the son to Al-Mughira, while Mughira is the son to Bardizbah. Imam Bukhari was born, or before we go into that, it was said that Imam Bukhari was actually not an Arab. Like many of the scholars of Islam were not Arab. Imam Ibn Taymiyyah was not an Arab. Ibn Qayyim was not. And many of them, later on we talk of Sheikh Al-Albani. So not being an Arab has nothing to do with not having the knowledge of Arabic language. May Allah forgive and guide Brother Habibullah from Markaz Agege. He claimed that his father is very good in language, but Imam Bukhari was in the language. But his father is far away from being an Arab. The issue is this. Imam Bukhari was not an Arab. It was said that his fifth father was from France. That is Bardisbah. And he was not even a Muslim. He was worshipping the religion of his people, according to the scholars. But as Allah will have it, one of the children accepted Islam, and that was Al-Mughira. Mughira was one that accepted Islam, and Mughira was the son to Bardisbah. He accepted Islam from a man called Al-Yuman Al-Ja'fi. That is why in the lineage of Imam Bukhary, they will refer to him as Al-Ja'fi at times. They refer to him as Abu Abdullah Muhammad bin Ismail bin Ibrahim bin Mughira bin Bardisbah Al-Ja'fi. Why? Because according to them, during their era, if somebody accepted religion from certain people or a person, they used to add the name of that person into his name, so to put. So that is why they still refer to Mughira as Al-Ja'fi. And at times they refer to Imam Bukhari as also that, because Al-Yuman Al-Ja'fi was one that Al-Mughira accepted Islam through. And Al-Mughira was the father to Ibrahim. And Ibrahim gave birth to Ismail. That is to say, from Mughira down to Imam Bukhari, that was the era of Islam in the lineage. Am I communicating? Naam. Imam Bukhari, and there is nothing wrong in somebody having the lineage of a kafir or coming from the lineage of a kafir. It has nothing to do with hidayah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even our messenger, his father and mother, history did not tell us that they accepted Islam. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, his father was a kafir. Not mere kafir, was even a mushrik. And many of them, Inna Allah yahdi man hab, innaka la tahdi man hababt, walakin Allah yahdi man yasha. Imam Bukhari was given birth to on the 13th of Sha'ban. What is today's date? Today is not 13. It's what? I cannot hear. So in the last 7 days, it's almost... So he was given birth to on the 13th of Sha'ban. Sha'ban. That is a month or few weeks before Ramadan. And for your information, while Imam would die, he died on the 8th day, or on the 8th day of Ramadan. He died in Sha'wal, the first day of Sha'wal, if I'm not mistaken. Imam Bukhari was given birth to on the 13th of Sha'ban. As Allah will have it was on a Jum'ah. It was on Friday, after Salat Jum'ah. After Salat Jum'ah, the mother of Imam Bukhari gave birth to him. You know, you cannot say it is on Saturday. It's still on Friday. Imam Bukhari was given birth to on Friday. Do you remember that the best day, according to the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best day that Allah brings sun in it is Friday. خلق فيه من آدم ولد فيه إمام بخاري الآن خلق فيه آدم وولد فيه من الإمام البخاري. Alhamdulillah. I'm sorry, Alhamdulillah. I share the same thing. I was given birth to on Friday also. I just remember. خلق فيه آدم. The best of our days is what? Is Jum'ah. خلق فيه آدم وولد فيه الإمام بخاري. Allah knows why he made it as such. Imam Bukhari, like I said, he was given birth to on 13th of Sha'ban after Salat al-Jum'ah in 194 Hijrah. In 194 Hijrah, that is, in the 2nd century after Nubuwah. Meaning that he was given birth to within the best 3 centuries. The Messenger of Allah is supposed to have said, خَيْرُ النَّاسِ قَرْنِي ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ. The best people are the people of my century. Then people of the 4th century, and the people of the 3rd century. That is why scholars will say those 3 centuries, they refer to them as Qurun al-Mufaddala, the best centuries. So Imam Bukhari was given birth to within the best century. Kafa al-Imam Bukhari sharafan. It's enough for Imam. It's enough for him to be proud of that he was given birth to within the best century. Barakallahu fil Imam wa nas'alullah an yaghfir lah. My brothers and sisters, Imam Bukhari was given birth to in a town called Al-Bukhara. Al-Bukhara. Bukhara is the name of the town where he was given birth to. So because he was from that town, that is why he's been named Al-Bukhari. That is somebody hailed from Bukhara. As Imam Muhammad Nasruddin al-Albani was given birth to from Albania. So they named him Al-Albani. Am I communicating? So Al-Bukhari, that is somebody from Bukhara. My brothers and sisters, Imam Bukhari he was given birth to as an orphan. But before we move into that, his father himself was not an ordinary person. Even he was a scholar. So Imam Bukhari was Sheikh Ibn Sheikh. Was Sheikh Ibn Sheikh. Imam Bukhari himself will say, no, not even Imam Bukhari, وعم الوالد محمد فقد ذكرت له ترجمة في كتاب الثقات لابن حبان من المحدثين من كبار المحدثين ابن حبان has a book named ترجمة named الثقات, that is people that are okay, so to put. People that are okay, that are firm, that are not doubtful. He wrote a book where he arranged the names of those people, that people that are dependable. That when they talk, when they quote, you don't rubbish their quotes. In the book, he mentioned the name of the father of Imam Bukhari, who is Ismail. فقال في طبقة رابعة. He said in the 4th lineage, Ismail bin Ibrahim, والد Bukhari, يروي عن حماد, يروي عن حماد, that Ismail, the father of Imam Bukhari, he also tapped his knowledge or report from Hamad bin Zayd wa Malik. He used to report from Hamad bin Zayd and Malik. وَرَوَى عَنْهُ he also has his own students. Al-Iraqiyun, people from Iraq, Al-Iraqiyun, they also tap knowledge from the father of Imam Bukhary. وَذَكَرَهُ وَالِدُهُ فِي تَارِيخِهِ في تاريخ الكبير. And Imam Bukhari, one of the first book he wrote in his life